Greetings, Earthlings, and welcome again back to the Earth, our mud fossil Gaia. Today, I've been looking at different mines and what creatures these crystals come from, because every year here in Tucson they have what they call the Tucson Gem Show, and all the best of the best from around the world come here, and it turns the city into like a giant rock shop city. So this year, I'm going there to look at the pieces of the creatures. I want to see where, which mines they come from and what creatures they're coming off of. I just think it's going to be really fun. So anyway, the petrified forest actually has a story that goes with it, a Native American story. And they say when they moved into the lands that there was a giant gray monster they called the Yeitso. And their people defeated this monster so that they could move into the lands, and the body of the Yeitso became the petrified forest. So this dragon here, I featured him. He was the first dragon I showed in my Native American mud fossil dragon video. I know the sound is really off on that, and I wanna give each dragon their own presentation. So this is Chuska, and I think he's the Yeitso. There's even a petroglyph over here that overlooks this guy that is a straight-up fire-breathing dragon. I thought it was probably graffiti and not real, so I did look into it, and they don't believe it to be modern. They actually, you can pay $50 to go on a hike, a 16-mile hike, to get up to see it, and they named it Puff. Puff the magical dragon petroglyph. So, Chuska, I think, is Puff, who is the legendary Yeitso. There's the petrified forest right there on him. So I think we have another Native American dragon identified. Let me tell you the story of the hero twins and Yeitso. Yeitso the giant lived at Tuxedo Hot Springs, and the twins went there and waited for him to come for water. They saw him coming over the hill from the south. The elder brother sang 2 sections of a chant, then the other chants as the giant came nearer. The giant went down to the spring and drank 4 times. He drank all the water, and then he spat it back 4 times, and the spring was as before. He walked back and forth and said, "What are the 2 beautiful things that I see, and how shall I kill them?" The twins called back, "What beautiful big thing is walking about, and how shall we kill it?" They called to each other 4 times. Then the little breeze, who was with the youths, said, "Akko, look out! Up you go, jump high in the air." The black knife, the giant's powerful weapon, passed under the twins, and the little breeze said, "Keep low now," and over them passed the blue knife. The youths now got hold of the giant's 2 weapons. Now came time for them to use the sacred feathers that the grandmother, the mother of the sun, had given them. And when the little breeze said, "Jump to this side, look out," they were able to do so. This time, the giant had thrown the yellow knife, and it passed them and they recovered it. The 4th time, the little breeze warned the twins. "Leap high up now," it said. "Here comes the last weapon." And this time, the white knife with many points passed under them. Then the breeze said, "He has no more weapons." The sun had told the twins that the giant should be allowed to act first, for he was their elder brother. When their turn came, there was a great blinding flash of light, and it struck the giant, but he stood there. The twins aimed the first knife, the black knife, at the giant. They threw it, but he stood there as before. They aimed and threw the giant's own blue knife at him. It struck him, but he still stood there. The third knife was yellow, and they hit the giant with it, but it did not harm him. But when they hit him with the last weapon, the great white knife, he commenced to fall with a terrible noise. Then the blood began to flow from the giant's mouth, and the little breeze said, "Stop the blood before it runs into the water." So the twins placed a stone knife and an arrow point between the blood and the water. Today you can see a strange formation where the giant's blood flowed, and also where the twins placed the stone knife, there is a big black rock standing. This all happened at Tuxedo, beyond Gallup, and this Mesa Verde side of Sodzil, which is Mount Taylor. The twins went to the giant and cut off his scalp. They saw that he was covered with flint armor or clothing made of stone knives. This covered him from neck to his feet. They gathered some of the stone knives and they threw them towards the east, saying, "From now on the people of the earth shall use you. The giant's spirit has departed from you." They threw the rest of the knives to the south, west, and north, and they covered the whole country. The twins, carrying the giant's scalp, started for their home. When they reached there, they hung the giant's scalp on a pole to the east of the hogan. And when they entered the home, they found 3 sitting there. First man, first woman, and the white bead woman were very frightened. They had squeezed themselves against the wall, for they thought that some monsters had arrived to kill them. They did not recognize the twins, for they had been reformed in the house of the sun. They were now tall, handsome young men with long hair and beautiful beads and clothing. The twins called out, "Mother, do not be frightened. We, your sons, are here." They called out to the grandfather and the grandmother, adding, "We have been to our father's home." The 3 came forward and looked about them. They were still frightened, for the twins shone with beauty. The twins said, "We have killed the giant Yeitso." First man said, "No one can kill the giant." They said, "But we have the giant's scalp hanging on the pole outside." First woman went outside, and taking down the giant's scalp, chanted and danced, and then hung the scalp on the pole again. She said, "It was by this that I was made to live alone on earth." For long ago, her maidens and her people were destroyed by the sins in the yellow world.